Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Crystal Madison. I'm the Director of Change Work for IDEA. And you are tuned in for our Having Fun afternoon session on Today Live. I think we also have joining us via video, we have Dana Venice, Sabrina Stevens, Scott Nine, and Sean Strader. If you would like to join us via video, please click on the link within the Google Plus event page, and you'll be linked right into the video chat. If not, feel free to join us as an audience member by clicking on the YouTube link that's within the document, within the event page. All right, so let's have some fun here. Are we ready to have some fun? Because I am.
I was born for fun.
Awesome. All right. Does everyone have a piece of paper or something close to it? Or your hand?
I'm ready.
All right. So what we're going to do during these next few moments, we have about 20 minutes. We're not going to try virtual Truth Lie this go around. We'll try that tomorrow morning. But this afternoon, we're going to do an activity that's going to
Am I the only one who lost Crystal?
Hey, y'all have me?
Yeah.
Sorry. Was I frozen?
I don't know. There was a bizarre noise, and you froze a little bit.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so having fun this afternoon. An image speaks 1,000 words. I know one of the things that I liked to do in elementary school was to draw, although I wasn't the best drawer or artist in the world. But as an adult, I don't have to be. And as a child, I really didn't have to be either. So what we're going to do is take a few minutes, probably about 5 minutes, to share a drawing or a picture that helps each of us learn about you and the work that you're passionate about as it relates to IDEA. If you're new to IDEA, just draw something that you're passionate about, that you're working on in your own personal or professional life. All mediums and all channels are welcome. I think there's a drawing feature on the video chat as well. So are there any questions? If not, we'll go ahead and start the 5-minute timer. No questions. All right, artists, draw, create, away. Good afternoon. If you're just joining us, what we are doing right now, we're taking about 5 minutes, and we're doing an activity called An Image Speaks 1,000 Words, in which all you have to do is grab a piece of paper, the back of your hand, the front of your hand. I wouldn't advise you to draw on your walls, but share a drawing or a picture that helps others learn about you and or the work you are passionate about as it relates to IDEA. All mediums and all channels are welcome. So we'll take about 4 more minutes to draw out our pictures. Thanks for joining us, Jonah Canner.
You're welcome. Thanks for being joinable.
All right, we'll take about 2 more minutes. Looks like most folks are almost ready. Sean looks like he's still hard at work.
Jonah told me his T-shirt's withering up. I'm glad we have this photo of him so that his shirt and him in it is like immortalized as an icon. I think that's his drawing.
That would be really great. That was my drawing. Maybe I'll just use that instead.
Where was that again, Jonah?
That was in England.
I thought so. I was gonna say, like, isn't that you talking at an IDEC, organizing meeting?
Ironically, I think it is talking.
So the picture carries a lot of irony and. Yeah.
Sabrina, just got your chat.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. My computer's really struggling with this newfangled technology today.
My computer's struggling too, I must say. I cannot have the video and take notes or do anything productive in another window at the same time.
I'm having the same phenomenon.
Yeah.
The interwebs must be challenged by the.
Oh, my technology
Firing
issues
against
are completely perfect. So I don't stand with any.
It's just the rest of you that's a problem.
Well, you named it, and I'm glad you can join for that, Jonah.
Sean, you walked right into that one because I was getting ready to kind of self-deprecatingly make that comment.
Everything's all.
You kind of walked right into it.
Well, I usually sense an open door as it's opening.
All right. Well, let's go ahead. We have about 7 more minutes, so I want to make sure everybody has at least a minute or so to share what they have. If you are viewing and want to snap a picture of what you've drawn or just type out a description of it, that would be awesome too, and we'll make sure to share it. You can do that via the Q&A section, or you can do it on the viewing page. All right. So, Sean, guess what? You're up first, buddy.
Okay. I drew a picture. It's just what came off the top of my mind. I don't know if you guys can really see it. Does that make outable?
Looks like a
Kind of.
kind of.
Kind of. Well, I don't really know what to do about that. But, well, up here is a lily pad with a frog on it, and the frog symbolizes me. And this big thing tracing here, it's like blue. There's like a pond, and there's all these lily pads on it, okay? And the frog has a like dotted line going to different lily pads. And I put some lily pads in the theoretical pond and some of them out of it. And I like to jump on lots of lily pads like a frog, and some of them are directly connected to the change work I engage in, and some of them are not, but they all live in the same ecosystem, and so they all matter. So I put a big black frame around it all. And That's what I got. I can try and deepen the line so you can see it better, because I know you're all like, you really want to see it. So I'll work on that.
Awesomeness,
Thank
Shawners.
you.
All right, Dana, you're up next.
Ah, all right. So we'll see how well this comes through. I was actually going to share a picture, so let's see. I'm trying to share a picture. And if you're making it out, or if you can't, so picture the redwood forest, a big redwood tree. That's me in the corner with Miles, looking up at it. And I chose to take a picture and show instead of draw, which I think was welcomed, or at least I'm making it welcome to do that. And in terms of, yeah, I'm sharing it for, I guess, a couple reasons. Let's see if I can create the metaphor or whatever. But wanted to share in the sense of, first of all, as just as kind of outdoors and nature connection and the value of our earth and environment. For me personally, that's just part of my world, view, and what I bring to idea as well, I believe. And so, I think picture's gone. So just that kind of bringing in just a view of our earth and the ecology and the connection to nature. But also, I think if I can stretch it a little bit in the sense of, trying to kind of show Miles the world. And help to have him kind of learn about it and build connections to the world. I think that's also part of what I see in terms of idea and in terms of my own work with idea and helping and helping to build those connections and nurture that kind of learning, both with self as well as kind of with other, with the world around us. So that's what I got to share.
Awesome. Oh, you get hand claps. All right. I'm just going from left to right to be totally honest with you guys. Jonah, did you get something drawn out that you want to talk us through? If not, we'll come back to you. I think you're still on mute. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was talking. All right, can you see this?
Integrity.
Is it showing up?
Yeah.
Integrity, love, justice, joy. Yeah.
So this is my like what do you call it? What do you call the thing that you have when you're it's like a logo or like a banner
Shield?
symbol.
Insignia?
Yeah, or whatever. If I was
Crest?
someone who crest, yes, thank you. So it's a kite. It's a kite there's a person holding it, and then those four kind of values are what I find as being core to me and what I bring to the way that I approach the world and work and life and all of that. And they were love, joy, justice, and integrity. And I find myself kind of just checking myself against all of those as I'm making decisions about what I'm going to do and as I'm in conversations about, all the work. So.
Awesome. Thanks, Jonah.
You're welcome.
I'm next on my screen, which is kind of weird. I'm usually in the corner. So I don't know if you all can see it. All I had was a pen. Sammy hid all of his crayons for me. Is that pretty clear?
Yeah, that one's coming through pretty clearly for me.
Okay, so like I said, I've never been an artist. So you'll see probably more words than pictures on mine. But what I have is a picture of like a community center, a school, a picture of a family, and I have idea as the triangle that is in the middle of the connected dots. So that's one of the things that I like most. I know one of the first things that I said as I started getting into like community work and working with Freedom Schools was the fact that like schools are within a community, so it should be just that, and it needs to have that type of relationship. And I try to, especially with Sammy being in the first grade, when he was in kindergarten, I was always at the school and tried to, make the connection between where we were and where he attended school, just like how my mom did, so that's all I know. I also have a peace sign and a heart for love. And I was going to do peace, love, and harmony, but we always know that harmony is not always perfect. So that kind of represents the tensions that we acknowledge and embrace within an idea as we continue to work. Because although we don't always agree on everything and aren't always on the same page, it's okay to have that harmony that's not perfect because we're all fighting for the same thing. And I also have the sun in the corner, and they always tell you not to necessarily do a sun in the corner, but I do.
That brings me back.
Yeah. So that is my drawing. Next is Scott, and then Sabrina.
I'll go quick. I think you can see that, although it might be reversed. But you get it for like 2 more seconds. So it's the world with the giant question mark. I kind of actually want to draw a little like dot out in the universe over here. One of my favorite things to think about is the idea of consensus reality, and how when you get a perspective out of whatever one is driving whatever you're thinking about, you can get a different perspective. And we get so I think a lot about the kind of trance that I'm in, and the trance that the world is sometimes in, and then how it relates to people's lives, and where does love, joy, justice, mine were comedy and tragedy masks, which I didn't draw very successfully, and then thinking about the planet we live on. But for me, kind of regardless of role, that's just what's up for me, and the giant question mark is the kind of the constant tension of not knowing and knowing. We act in the world, we cause impact by what we do, and also can never quite be sure that any of it's the right thing or the good thing, and that creates a lot of challenge and also a lot of joy because you don't know what's going to happen next. So that's my image. I pass to Sabrina.
Awesome.
Okay. I don't know if mine is going to show up very well because it's like a very thin paper drawing, or thin line marker. But I have a light bulb and a big thought bubble and a small person, because I think the whole idea of democracy itself is about ordinary making decisions, working together, governing their lives. And I think the power of groups like this is in the ability, or in making space for ordinary people, small people, to try and think of big things and big ideas and try to put them into practice.
Awesome. You guys are so creative. And Sabrina, I have to do 2 rounds of applause, one for you and one for Scott, because I forgot it. All right. All right. So thank you all for sharing. And as you can see, although our pictures were different, they were all still interconnected in some way, shape, or form. Thank you for sharing. And if you would like, you are more than welcome to join us in about 5 minutes for our next session, entitled Ideas Destination Postcard. What is IDEA trying to cause? And we'll start that in about 5 minutes. You all will get the invite in 5 minutes and some seconds. All right, talk soon.
Bye.